Many of us like to tell how difficult Dark Souls and its sister titles is, but how do you describe a game that during tutorial teach you one thing and then later punish you for what you have learned? Hello everyone, my name is Kventin Dorvard, and I'd like to discuss with you 3 dogs to each his own. The only reason I want to do it is I just love and I hate this game. I've got it in 2015, spent already more than 400 hours, and still haven't finished it. What you will see here is a walkthrough with my commentary. Not exactly commentary, more likely my whining about how difficult, long and unfair this game is. But let's begin. I will be playing in Russian since this game is originally in Russian and I'm Russian myself. So, to each his own is 7th or 5th depending on how are you counting game in the Sea Dogs series. Before To Each His Own I've played only Sea Dogs 2 and a little bit of Sea Dogs 3. Just like in Sea Dogs 2 we have here only one playable character, and his name is Charles de Mor. Due to pirate system, we have to choose our character's type. Each character's type has own stat distribution, starting weapons, skills, personal perk, and unique trait. There are 4 types of a character, which I called Gymnast, Accountant, Athlete, and Gunslinger. Gymnast starts with a light weapon, personal perk that increases his health with each level, and his unique trait will lower his damage taken by 20% while wearing light armor. And he also won't lose energy if enemy hits him. Accountant starts with a medium weapon, personal perk Trustworthy, which allows him to ignore reputation check while having bad reputation. His unique trait allows him to strike better deals with vendors and reduce damage from shipwrecks by 50%. Athlete. Athlete starts with heavy weapon and personal perk Excellent Health, which allows him to restore his health condition faster. I will talk about health pool and health condition later. His trait allows him to regain energy 15% faster and suffer 15% less damage while wearing heavy armor. Gunslinger starts with a light weapon and special pistol that uses buckshot instead of bullets. His starting perk is Musketeer, which allows him to use muskets from the very beginning of the game if he managed to find one. His trait reduces gun reload time by 40% and increases durability of ship cannons. And now let's discuss stats. Pirate system has 7 stats. Power, Impression, Reaction, Authority, Talent, Endurance, and Success. What do? They increase experience gained to the corresponding skills, and besides that, actually I don't know myself and I didn't find any explicit information on this topic. Besides in-game tooltips. And tooltips could be confusing. For example, tooltip for power says that power increase health pool, but in-game tooltip for health pool says that health pool affected only by endurance. Next, I don't know if stats linked to combat skills, namely power, impression and reaction, increase damage of corresponding skills. For example, will Athlete with his 10 power do more damage with heavy weapons than any other character? The only stat with clear meaning is Authority, which determines how much officers you can hire. It is Authority multiplied by 2. Other stats just don't give you any exact formulas on how they're working. If you want my advice, just pick a type of character with a trait you liked the most, unless you are min-maxing. If you are a min-maxer, you probably know how this game is running and you don't need my advices. The most important setting is a difficulty setting. A Russian version has some crazy named ones, so I will use English names instead. There are 5 difficulty settings in this game: beginner, normal, hard, very hard, and impossible. The higher difficulty is, the stronger opponents will be, but that is not all. The higher difficulty is, the slower experience gain will be, and on impossible difficulty it would be literally impossible to level your skills. Beginner is direct opposite of impossible in terms of experience gain. The leveling there is so fast that I won't advise anyone on playing on the difficulty, especially if you have Final Lesson DLC installed. Because all quests in Final Lesson DLC are restricted by your maximum level, so you can easily outlevel them and miss the end of its story. And one of the story quests in the beginning of the game is also restricted by its max level, so on the beginner difficulty you could easily miss 2 out of 3 options how to do this quest. And now, when we picked our character's type, decided on the difficulty and checked all the additional options we need, we can just name our game profile and press OK. In this playthrough I will be playing as accountant type of character on normal difficulty. So welcome to the Caribbean, and try to not become deaf while enjoying opening cinematic, because when you create new game profile it resets all settings to its default state. And this is all for today. I hope this video was useful to you, and I know it was short, but I actually wanted it to keep that way. The true purpose of this video was for me to try to create an actual English video and decide should I continue to do my videos in English or I should switch to Russian. The reason I want to try it in English, besides it's much harder than in Russian, is I want to make friends. And with English I can potentially make much more friends than with Russian. So stay safe and until next time.